TechIDManager makes and maintains unique accounts for technicians across a wide variety of places, and it helps technicians use these accounts to log in. We ran into a very interesting technical situation recently where a MSP wants to use the technician's Entra ID account that they maintain for a client to log into the individual machines. Seems super straightforward, seems super obvious. You just use those Entra ID credentials in a joined or Entra ID registered machine and you get logged in. That is what happens with the Azure user tile. If you have an Entra ID account, such as this one maintained in TechIDManager, and that machine is joined to the same tenant, you can just put those credentials in the other user tile and get logged right in. But we also have this TechLogin tile where a technician can choose who they are, and then they get a login request, and we automatically inject those credentials into that machine for the user over the internet with asymmetric end-to-end encryption, all that kind of nice stuff. The situation arose where passing the credentials per the Microsoft credential tile example to the authentication source on the machine failed to log in to an account with Entra ID. We did all kinds of research. We used Claude, we used 𝗕𝗵𝗶𝗍, ChatGPT, we used other AIs, we used Google searching and looking, and everywhere talked about PRTs, personal resource tokens, how the Entra ID login process works on a joined machine. It was very complicated, and they said that specifically Microsoft does not want you to access these APIs or do this thing. Only their built-in credential provider can do it, blah, blah, blah. We spent months looking at this problem on and off to try and get our Entra ID managed credentials to be able to log into a machine. They would work in the other user tile so they could log in, but they wouldn't work in our custom tile. After much work, and the third person to work on this problem found a post that said you just have to put Azure AD / in front of the username and it works. And you know what? It was that simple. But there is one Stack Overflow post that references this as if it's just obvious to the most casual observer that this is how this works. Sometimes programming is great, sometimes AI is great, but AI failed 100% on this. Research failed almost completely on this. It was one little minor post that worked. And then when we went to present this to the user that had requested it and was having a problem with it, they're like, oh yeah, in order for Splashtop to use that account, we have to put Azure AD / in front of the username that TechIDManager makes, and it works. And I was like, the key evidence right there. But it's only listed one spot on the internet. Thought it was a real interesting technical find. And one of those things that just sucks down time. But we got it. And now we have one more happy customer. Come check out TechIDManager. If our product doesn't do something you want it to do, we'll make it do it. Have a great day.